Leaders of OECS countries have been told that there is ample provision in their constitution to support mandatory vaccination laws as the sub-region continues the battle to curb the spread of COVID-19 that has infected hundreds of their citizens and killed a significant number of others since March last year. In addition, the governments of Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Montserrat have been informed that there are corresponding jurisprudence and medical data to support the position of mandatory vaccination. The position to the OECS countries has been outlined in a 16-page confidential brief titled The Legal Dimensions of Mandatory Compulsory Requirements for COVID-19 Vaccinations, August 2021, undertaken by two prominent Caribbean-born international respected jurists. The issue of mandatory vaccination has surfaced not only in the OECS countries but also in the wider CARICOM grouping, where governments have been urging their nationals to be vaccinated as part of the efforts to curb the spread of the virus that has led to closure of borders, a crippling of economies, and stringent policies such as curfews and states of emergencies. The document submitted to the OECS leaders, a copy of which has been obtained by the Caribbean Media Corporation, CMC, notes that the sub-regional countries would be on firm legal grounds in pursuing mandatory vaccination laws, even in the face of counter-arguments alleging violation of rights. The document said, having demonstrated that mandatory vaccination is constitutionally appropriate given the leeway granted in favor of public health imperatives, it is submitted that employers could justify a requirement in a pandemic context, a minimum where the workplace is a high-risk environment such as healthcare or essential services, or for workers more at risk at the workplace, such as frontline workers interacting with the public. It is unlikely that employers would be held to a higher standard than a constitutional standard. This is reasonable both to protect other employees, the interacting public, and even the employee himself or herself, the document continued. There has been much debate in St. Kitts and Nevis as to whether or not COVID-19 vaccination should become mandatory. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.